Steelers, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Rodgers. It's Edwards again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Johnson's got it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Hey, 88.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown Raiders. Randy Moss, 35 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. On first down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
back to throw now on first down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
26. 50. Here we go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the handoff, Edwards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Edwards. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A quick throw caught by Rice. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll try and run. Edwards. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jack Youngblood. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll look downfield for Waller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And some room to work. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 66 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good pickup there, a 22. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Here's Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Bulldozes past him. And he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And they'll indeed take a knee. It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
26.
Now Rodgers. Finding Edwards, and he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rodgers. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he just does get the spike. 1 second remaining. Second and 10.
Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88.
One final try now for Rodgers. This for all the marbles. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle.